Okay, hi everybody. So we're gonna be doing something. It's like kind of like I guess kind of like a podcast, but we're talking about like what happens like in like school, like what we want to be when we grow up, like stuff like that is what we're talking about. And I think that's just like what we're gonna be talking about. So we'll start off. What do we want to be when we grow up? Like,
No way, I'm not ready.
we're gonna wait.
It'll be good. That'll be good. I love you. Eat something yummy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're basically making a little podcast. So,
You can move over to what we're gonna do, and then you can move.
so,
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about what we want to be when we grow up. So, Caleb, what would you like to be when you grow up? Like, what do you wanna
UFC fighter.
be? And I probably
And
wanna be
football player or basketball.
a vet and a teacher. And I also like babysitting. Like a babysitter. So, okay, the next question is, what is something funny that's happened like in school?
Okay, does it have to be for you or someone else?
It can really be for anything. Like
Okay,
anything.
so one time at PE, we were running, and this guy, his pants fell down because how fast he was running, and he had lemon underwear. Yep.
I don't think you need to share that. But the next thing is in my class. So there was this kid, and it's his friend.
Oh, Michael?
Yeah.
Oh, my best friend.
So Michael, actually, this wasn't really funny, but this was something like so dumb. Okay. Well, actually, we'll talk about that next because that's dumb. But okay. So the thing that probably happened, I really feel like I can't remember anything funny that happened. Oh, one time, this kid, like, he was like mad, so he had to go to the back seat, and he put, you know, the little like holes in your chair.
No.
He put his head through that and got stuck.
Oh my, and that's the worst. At the back? Oh no. That's so dumb of him.
I know. Okay, now it's the dumb stuff that happened. I'm gonna share this because I already have something in mind. Okay, so I used to have to sit next to this annoying kid, Michael.
Oh, my best friend.
And there was this sub we had, and I think like he was talking or something, and then she was like, "Be quiet," to me, and I was like, "What? I didn't even do it." Like I was like, "I didn't do that," but I didn't say anything. What happened with you? That's like so dumb.
Michael's kind of smart about that. Anyways, something dumb. Does it have to be me?
It could be anything. Like,
Okay,
anything dumb that happened.
So, okay. This guy, my friend named Yvonne, he was crying because this guy got his flag and steel sticks at PE. We had those belts and we were running and we were pulling flags and stuff. He got his belt and he wanted me to get him. He played football and I played basketball, so I knew I could get him. So I ran after him first round. I got his belt and he said, "I'm not your friend." And I said, "As long as I do stuff for my friend, it's okay."
Okay, so the next thing we're talking about is like, what's your favorite part of class? Like what
Oh.
do you like?
I already
Like,
got one.
what's your favorite part? Okay, so what I mean by like is like, what do you like? Like, is it ELA? Is it math? Is it science? Is it lunch? And then like explain why you like it. You can start.
Recess.
And why?
You just get to have a bunch of free time. You get to play tag. You get to play cops and robbers. You get to literally do a lot of stuff. And you get to stretch out your Band-Aid like this. You get to color on your Band-Aid in class.
That's disgusting. Okay, well, mine is probably lunch because, first of all, sometimes there's ice cream, and second of all, it's like just fun being able to talk to your friends, you know? Like, that's just like fun because it's not where you're like at recess and people are throwing balls, like, and stuff like that. Like, it's not super crazy and it's not like a free time. It's just like a time where you can talk, like, where you can eat and talk and just like chill. Like, that's why I like it.
It's pretty good.
The next thing we're talking about is like when you go to your next grade, like what would you want? Like what are the things you want for your class? Like what kind of people do you want? Like, do you want funny? Do you want mean? Do you want like sweet? Like, do you want like sassy? Like what do you want? Like what kind of people do you want in your class?
Me first. Okay, I want funny, first of all. Well, sorry, gonna be a funny kid, me. Anyways, I want mature kids. I want neat kids. And I want kids that will just act like me.
I think I want funny, mature, and nice kids because when they're nice, I feel like when everybody gets along, it makes it 2 times like better. Like it makes your class like because everybody's getting along, like it makes it not drama, and I feel like it just makes it better. So when you're like mature too, like when like the funny things, like it's not the stuff that like isn't really funny. They just think it's funny. Like it's actually like funny stuff. Like they actually have humor. So that's what I hope I have next year in my class. So yeah. The next thing we will be talking about is like what's the most boring part of your class? Now, what's the time you hate in class? Why is he leaving? He just ditched us. He's coming back.
Why? Just why?
Okay, what is the time you hate in the class?
Probably no part of it.
He just loves his class. Okay, but I hate ELA because it's so much work. Like, it really is. Like, we have, and especially because ELA is where we do reading and writing, and most of the time it's writing, and writing is like essays. It's all like, it's like essays and all of that stuff. And
ELA is so fun.
so it's like essays, and then I also don't like, I think reading is a lot more fun for me than like ELA and stuff like that. I feel like
I like
that's
writing.
the type of thing I like.
I like writing, you guys.
I like
hate
reading.
Why?
Okay, the next thing we will be talking about, like, there's so many questions. At the end, you need to comment, and we will do another video answering all the questions you want to be answered. So then you'll get the answers to that question. Okay, so, like, do you like your class? Do you think this is the class, like, that's your dream class? Like, what is your, like, is this the dream class? Do you already have your dream class, or do you want your dream class soon? Like, do you have your dream class? Do you want it? Like, what? I feel like I haven't had it yet.
I haven't had it yet.
Actually, maybe in kindergarten. My dream class maybe was in kindergarten.
No, kindergarten, because you could do a lot of fun stuff. You could eat M&Ms and on Mondays.
I like kindergarten. I think kindergarten is my dream class.
Kindergarten's mine because you get to
I want to go back to kindergarten.
You get to eat cups of M&Ms with popcorn on every Monday.
And why is that your dream class? Like, why?
Oh,
Kindergarten, you don't have to do, like, work at all. So.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And you get to, like, bake.
You have to do a lot. You only get like 5-second breaks.
Caleb, we don't get any breaks. So, don't be talking. Okay, so
I have 5 seconds, so.
All right, Caleb, what is your dream class?
Really, kindergarten.
Okay, why?
Because I have a really nice teacher. Every Monday I get to eat popcorn and M&Ms. Every Friday we get ice. No, wait, let's not talk about that. Because every class gets it. Every Friday, in kindergarten we get to have like an hour of recess. And that's about it.
Okay, so what's the part like?
I only get to eat Peeps sometimes.
What's the part in the year like? So your grade is kindergarten, right? Mine is 4th. So like, what's the grade you're not looking forward to? What's the grade you're gonna like know you're gonna hate? I think 6th grade.
I know it's gonna be 10th.
6th or 8th grade, I'm probably gonna hate. I don't know why.
10th. I just think 10th is gonna be the hardest.
Well, oh yeah, okay. What's the like, thing you think is gonna be hardest? I think because we're moving like from 3rd grade. I think 3rd grade was probably the hardest so far for me because 3rd grade, you're moving into stuff like I guess it wasn't hard, but it was so like shocking because you're going from like a 2nd grade class that wasn't like much. You're not even learning multiplication. But then in 3rd grade, you're learning like adding big numbers. You're learning a bunch of multiplication. You learn a little bit of division. Like now in 4th grade, I know like a lot about division. Like I know all that stuff. But in 3rd grade, I was clueless because I had moved from 2nd to 3rd, and we didn't talk about any of this. Like maybe our teacher was like, "Oh, well, there's gonna be some hard things in 3rd grade," but like she never like warned us we were gonna jump into all this stuff, like all the stuff we weren't familiar with, because we never like talked about that, like because it was going from like this little kid stuff. It was a big jump to going to bigger stuff, like that would be harder.
So that's about 6th grade, basically, as you said.
3rd grade.
Didn't you say 6th or 8th was going to be the hardest subject?
No, I said
10th because
I said 6th or 8th grade. I'm not looking forward to.
I just don't think
so. 3rd grade was
because
a big
10th,
jump
because
and
10th is 10th. You have to do a lot of projects. You have to build stuff.
Well, I feel like that's kind of fun if
I
you're
like
like
building.
someone who wants to engineer, like that kind of. So I feel like he's like that's probably good. But yeah, so that's kind of why I don't really like. That's kind of like. Can you stop? Okay. So that's kind of why I'm like, about like I'm like I don't really like 3rd grade, you know, because it's like you're like jumping into something you've never done. It's like going skydiving with no like. Really, it's like falling. I don't know how to describe it. It's like trying to play a competitive soccer game with no training.
It's like trying to play
It's really hard.
basically
So,
basketball with no
like
training.
you are clueless about anything. That's what it's like.
Basketball.
So
Basically too. Basketball's harder than soccer.
no, it is not.
Oh, basketball. Oh, do you know how to literally block an 8-foot throw?
Caleb, do you know how to get hit in the face hard and get?
Oh,
hit
do you
with
know how to
cleats
get hit? I got hit in the face plenty of times when they scored on my goal in basketball,
Okay, and
that hurts really
like
bad.
soccer's.
They literally hit the back.
They're both equally.
Goes into the heat and
Yeah.
goes into
Okay.
the
Okay.
hoop. And then when they pass it, either hits your head
Okay.
or it either knocks your stomach and you either fall.
Okay, so the next question is, what is your like dream classroom like? What would it be like? Like, what's your dream classroom like? What's the things you want in your classroom? What's your dream classroom? Caleb, what? You can go first.
Yes.
Okay, what would you like? Stop. Okay, stop. Okay, what?
UFC.
Like, no, I mean like stuff in your classroom.
A boxing thing.
That's not gonna happen in your classroom. Like realistic.
The candy.
A lot of candy. Okay, so mine is probably like you can get like a free drawer of candy you want, like blankets in class, like stuff you're gonna like allowed to have in class. That's something I also want for my dream classroom because classroom rules, and that's kind of like a classroom rule, which kind of like helps. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. So yeah. The next question: what like would you hate to have in your classroom? Okay, what?
A girl saying the king was
I would hate having like a mean teacher and a lot of rules,
And the mean pizza and a lot of
Like, I feel like it
rules.
can be annoying too.
Yeah, I feel.
Sometimes when there's like unnecessary rules, like they're not even realistic, like it's like they're unnecessary. Or there's rules like that like nobody's gonna do, like nobody's gonna do that, but it's still a rule. Or it's like rules that like don't make any sense. Like some don't make sense, and some are the most stupid rules because like
They are pretty
why
stupid
are
sometimes.
they a rule? Like how? Like that's a dumb rule because it's like.
Because it's crappy and it's stupid and it's dumb.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, like, I would hate for a classroom. But the next question. This is going to be the last question. This is going to be, like, a good question, okay?
Now,
A juicy question.
a juicy,
What was the last grade you've gotten on a test?
a juicy milk one.
What's the last grade you've gotten on a test?
I would say probably like a 2. That's really bad. I mean,
2.
that's on Sapes.
That's like an S.
That's on Sapes because I don't really know my Sapes.
So that's like an S.
I really don't like studying on Sapes, so that's
So he
that
got a
that-
2.
But my highest is 4, which is the best.
It's 2. I got an A last grade, so.
I
So,
got
you guys,
4.
that will be it for today's podcast.
Bye, you guys.
If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below, and we'll do a whole. Can you stop? A whole video on the questions and answering the questions that you really want to know and that you have. So thank you all for watching, and bye.